everybody. Happy Friday. Let me know if you can hear us all right. My name is Patricia. I work here at the social media team of My Computer Career. And as always, thank you for being here with us on a Friday at noon. Very, very excited. We're going to get into IT. We do just that. Very excited. And Aaron will be here next week. I'm filling in for the time being. Hello, hello. I'm typically the one monitoring the comments, but you get to see my face today. So we have a great live show prepared for you because we're doing something that is one of our favorite topics to discuss all year because we have graduation tomorrow and we get to talk to one of our graduates today. So everybody, this is Michael Knipe. He is a My Computer Career Cyber Warrior Program graduate. And also remind me, Michael, you are enrolled in CSE, have already done CSS. Walk us through what all you've done really quick.
Yeah, so I've been in school since January. Started with that Cyber Warrior program and survived that. Decided I was a glutton for punishment and wanted some more. So I immediately signed up for CSS and was able to get through the summer with that. And that was the first kind of real challenge between being a full-time student only with Cyber Warrior program. But now when you get into CSS, now you're a student 3 nights a week. Yeah. And then still trying to work during the day, and so it's been a really big challenge to try to be work full time student and still find time to play guitar and do whatever else that's asked of me, and so it's been great. I'm in the CSE program on glide path to graduate in February, and then as far as what else is after that, I don't know. I just want to really try to apply what I'm learning in the field, and where I work right now, it's been I don't get to practice everything I learn in class, but at least it promotes thought and kind of a little bit more methodology to how we secure IT infrastructure.
That's amazing. Well, congrats to you. We love to hear it, and you're already getting highs in the comments. Gerald says hello.
Oh, Jerry, up there inside of Cyber Warrior program.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for chiming in.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry.
So tomorrow we have just under 1,200 MyCC grads walking across the virtual stage, and I am so excited for that. That is, again, tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We do have Kendra in the comments, who also works on their social media team, who can put the link on our website to that. It is organized by last name. So if you need any help, please let us know in the comments, and we can totally help you out and guide you on what exactly needs to be done and where exactly you need to go. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow, even if you've attended before. Even if you work in MyCC, please come cheer on these people. This is exciting. This is absolutely exciting. We're still waiting on the final number of grads that have walked across the virtual stage in 2024, but last I heard it was just under 4,000, which is just incredible. We couldn't be more proud. And Michael's so excited for you with this accomplishment as well. And we have other programs too at MyCC if you just want to keep going. Just keep it rolling. It's like trying to finish it all.
One thing I've kind of learned with in my journey on the academic side is this industry just demands a commitment to lifelong learning, and it's great that you can kind of get almost all of the education that you need through My Computer Career. Like you just stated, there's probably some other programs that are outside of your traditional Cyber Warrior program and CSS and CSE. So I definitely plan to be a lifetime alumni through My Computer Career and try to help pay it forward, and just try to really embrace this journey. As I mentioned, I've been at this since January, and to put this amount of work in and still be working professionally in the industry, sometimes it's a little hard to stop, take a knee, and savor these small victories in my journey. And by the time you wake up, you're almost a year into it. You're like, well, where did the time fly? And, so just my advice for everybody is to just embrace the journey and enjoy it. ask those questions, and you just got to give it your all and understand that IT moves a lot slower than technology improves. So
Totally.
yeah, you're going to learn all this, and you may not be able to implement it right away in your individual organization, but at least you're getting a pretty good crash course on the basics of the industry. So
Absolutely. And you're getting compliments on your guitars. Rick's
oh,
guitars.
thank you. I'm an amateur. I've played I'm on third year.
Nice. I mean, that
Yeah, I
sounds
try to
cool.
play every day. It's my healthy outlet.
Yeah. No,
It's important as a veteran to kind of have a healthy outlet, and
absolutely.
something to do that's not substance based. So it's just kind of a nice hobby for me to have something to do that doesn't involve
Oh, I love
unhealthy
it.
coping.
Yeah. Well, maybe one live show we'll have you play some for you. Well, you'll do our introduction music for us. How about that?
Yeah.
So backing up a little bit, yes, you are an Army veteran, correct? And then you currently work as an IT technician at ARS Products, and we can get more into that in a second. So we can just back all the way up and talk about where you were prior to enrolling at My Computer Career and what exactly led you to check out My Computer Career and attend.
Well, I did 20 years active duty in the Army as an all source intelligence analyst, and I had a pretty rewarding career. I've lived on all four corners of the country, and served my country in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. And as an intelligence analyst, you kind of work hand in hand with your unit's commo team, and there's a lot of intelligence warfighting systems that you have to maintain and do patches and upgrades and networking to try to get everybody to talk to each other. And it's I got a little bit of that experience in the Army, and then along the way I got a bachelor's degree in criminal intelligence through American Military University. So I figured, with between that and IT and my experience, I dabbled a little bit in cyber during my assignment at the National Training Center in Fort Irwin, California, playing playing the opposing force for every training unit that comes in. So I did a lot of the non-lethal stuff on that side, and kind of dabbled into some of the cyber things that you learn in this course.
Amazing.
So I did 20 years. I retired back in 2023, and I will say that as a veteran, you definitely need to have a purpose, and I think it's important to love what you do and have that kind of passion and purpose in life. And so I chose IT. I had a couple of unsatisfying jobs as I transitioned out of the military, and I just decided, if I'm going to get into IT, I got to jump in with both feet and really kind of embrace a full career change.
Yeah.
Although you get a little bit of experience from that stuff in the Army and a little exposure to helping out your commo team with, running cables and stuff, it's not quite the same as actually being a full-time industry professional. And the last 6 months of being on the job in the industry, it's been a really eye-awakening to know what's out there and experience different things. So
Totally. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. We greatly appreciate that. And Rick also said, wow, 20 years, just finished 11 myself. Got out in March. Amazing to see vets crushing it and succeeding and getting educated. Just started my first IT job as well after Cyber Warrior program and start college January 1. Congrats, Rick. That's super awesome.
yeah.
Thank you for your service as well. We got lots of lots of people saying hi from all over the place. This is cool. So it sounded like you did have a little bit of an interest in IT beforehand, or was this completely not the route you were wanting to go? Did it kind of, what do you think about your interest?
Well, I really want to get into cybersecurity. Right now, I'm just a help desk IT technician where I troubleshoot systems, I configure computers, configure phone phone servers and anything else that's kind of the entry level basic stuff. But I don't think I would change it for anything. I think realizing that there's no real direct entry level role in cybersecurity, I think cutting your teeth and getting that experience as just a regular IT technician was a great idea for me. And it won't be forever. I'll look to get my feet wet in some other aspect of cybersecurity. But to be honest with you, no matter what role you do in IT, everything is security oriented. So regardless if you're trying to get into the ethical hacking stuff or penetration testing, it doesn't matter because everything is a security concept, and everything kind of ties into each other no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's all still in the realm of IT. Everything
Yes.
is needed. Everybody is needed from the top down.
So for those that are struggling with trying to land a role while being a student, just be patient. I think I put in over 150 applications before I finally landed an interview, and I guess the interview just went so well that I was lucky enough to find a role here in my local area. That's another thing I think a lot of students overlook is, what's actually available in my area for what I want to do. Is it even feasible? It's a lot of people are still on the lookout for those remote roles, and I'm not sure. I think those roles are kind of being few and far between, and
Yeah.
just take what you can get. And
Yeah, look it on a resume no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah, and then remote work doesn't work for everybody. I mean, there's a lot of people who really prefer to be in an office, and that's just the way they want it. So
I really would love a remote role myself. Being in the military for 20 years, I really am enjoying my forever home, and I don't want to commute and stuff anymore. But that's whatever pays the bills, right?
listen, I'm right there with you. So you enrolled in the Cyber Warrior program. You transitioned out of that, and then what exactly did you take away from the Cyber Warrior program, and what was the experience like? It's a very fast-paced program. There's a lot of people who say, it's quick, but I got what I needed out of it. What was that like?
Well, I will say this: I'm not totally convinced that it's for beginners, for true beginners. I'm not saying it was impossible or it is impossible for those with no experience. Just kind of know what you're getting yourself into, and don't be so hard on yourself. You're trying to learn a lot of material in 12 weeks, and are you expected to retain all of that and take it with you and apply it? I don't think so. Like there's only so much one person can retain in a day, and never mind over 12 weeks. But I think surviving 12 weeks unemployed while being a full-time student, it was definitely a gut check. The different part about Cyber Warrior program versus CSS, CSE is like it is a full-time school, 8-hour days, Monday through Friday, versus CSS, CSE, you're looking at 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hours are not quite the same, but I just think it was necessary to be fully committed for 12 weeks to kind of really see if it's for you,
Right.
and B, like give yourself the most credit and just kind of have a good work ethic and be open-minded about things and just kind of play things as they come along. You may not get your certifications on the first time go, but you learn from that and you just keep your head down and keep grinding, and you'll get your certifications.
Yeah.
I think the other nice thing about the Cyber Warrior program is just about every student was a veteran. And even in my follow-on courses, a lot of the students have been veterans. So it's been nice talking to like-minded people. I know as a veteran, sometimes it can be kind of hard to be an extrovert and talk to people, talk to other students. But I feel like in this program, in this school, your your primary student is most likely the veteran, and like most veterans, we it's a lot easier to talk to each other, and veterans like to look out for each other and have additional resources. Like we had a Discord channel, and so we were able to have like side study halls and a place to put all kinds of cheat sheets and anything else you would need for the course. And I think that paid dividends. And then lastly, the other thing I liked about the Cyber Warrior program it was just a great opportunity to network
Hmm.
and really kind of build your LinkedIn network and really kind of let that be your moneymaker as far as like A, giving back, B, continuing to learn, and just being in the industry. I think you're going to need some like-minded peers to kind of lean on.
Totally. And that actually is a perfect segue. So, how important were your classmates during the program? And were you able to support each other as you advance? And it sounds like that was the case. We heard a lot about Discord pages. We heard a lot about texting and stuff on the side. And it's great
Yes.
that there's like a little community within the courses. So, for people who are enrolling, how important are those classmates to lean on, veteran or not, just classmates in general? But it sounds like the veteran part was something that you definitely needed.
Well, yeah, for sure. The my course had its fair share of no experience and had its fair share of people that have been in the industry for years or did that for a living in the military. Uh, it, it was helpful and refreshing to kind of have those people to talk to outside of the instructors to kind of see if things made sense and if you had any questions that you forgot to ask in class. And uh, I firmly believe that your students, your fellow students, and your peers are going to be extremely helpful, not only for networking, but to be successful in your course studies.
Absolutely. And so you landed a gig, right, with ARS. Tell us about how that came to be. Did you find it through the career services? How exactly did that work? And did you feel that the Cyber Warrior program prepared you for that role?
Um, well, like I said, I had over 150 job applications in, and I finally got hooked in with a talent agency or a temp agency that
Mm.
was basically a headhunter, and they had come across this job for me and immediately reached out. And uh, I got an interview, and the company fully understood that I had a lack of experience, but I was a full-time student, military veteran, and a willingness to learn. And they hired me on, and I'm almost 6 months in on the job, and every day has been a challenge. It's been different. It's had its shares of frustration and you know, it's been satisfying, but I think Cyber Warrior program absolutely helped me. It's not guaranteed to get you a job, nor is career service. But between Aaron and the talent agency and LinkedIn and all the other tools that I had at my disposal, I was finally successful. And I actually still speak with Erin today. She's been a great career services mentor for me. She's always put her head down and look for jobs and kind of sends me stuff every now and again. And she's actually had me talk to several students over the last 12 months that are kind of in a similar situation where they don't know if they even want to do the Cyber Warrior program, or they did the Cyber Warrior program, but now what? Do I want to keep going? And
Yeah.
and so it's been kind of it's been nice to be trusted enough and sought after enough to to be able to give that kind of career advice to fellow students. It's been nice to kind of pay it back.
Yeah. Absolutely. It sounds like that's something incredibly necessary too for people who are looking to get into the program period, or, to just some testimonials, some advice from fellow students to say like, look, this is what you're going to experience. This is the good, this is the bad, this is the great, so that's incredibly helpful.
As a student with no experience, it's going to be a real gut check, like I said, and uh, your successes and failures are going to kind of come and go. You may not pass your certification exam the first time, but I feel like the structure of these courses and everything in your career services, everybody kind of sets you up for that ability to get a second shot and continue to try to move forward in pursuit of your goals. So, for those that are kind of struggling and have those setbacks, just keep moving forward, build on that resiliency, and you'll eventually get all the certifications that you want.
Yeah. Well, to continue on with this vulnerability, I guess, was there a point in which during those 12 weeks or even after that you felt like considering giving up, or were you too overwhelmed? And, it sounds like, yeah, there were times where that definitely happened.
Yeah, like I said, the first month I got through CompTIA A+, and that was, really, really the basics of computers and this and that. And I went through that. I passed on the first time, and then we got into Network Plus. And even when you think you're grasping the material and doing well on all the academic schoolwork and everything, I just didn't perform as well as I wanted to on the certification exam, and it kind of was a little bit of a gut punch, and told me, hey, I need to put a little bit more effort into studying. I'll get it next time, and just continue to lean on your peers. And yeah, I will never quit.
Yeah.
I'm using those warrior ethos in the military. It's very helpful. But everything is you'll be able to overcome anything if you just kind of keep trying and keep moving forward. And I got to that point during Network Plus, and even during Security Plus, I was still kind of reeling from my setback with Network Plus, and I wouldn't say that it hindered my continued education in the course, but certainly something that's not a good feeling to not have that exam crossed off as I'm continuing to move forward, because nobody likes excess baggage or have to go back and do something that's going to kind of detract them from what they're currently learning. And so just like I said, you just got to kind of take it as it goes and keep moving forward, and you'll get there.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you did outside of my computer career to study and gain certain knowledge? Was there anything that you were leaning on heavily that you could maybe give as advice for some people?
I think the nice thing about learning IT today is there is just so many resources on YouTube. You're talking Professor Messer and all these other really good, influential people in the industry, and they put out this content for free. And
Yeah.
I think all the Professor Messer videos were pretty helpful to at least get through Cyber Warrior program. And then just finding those mentors on LinkedIn and in your professional life. I think having a good mentor is also very helpful with kind of being successful in your career. Because academics, yes, it's in this industry, unfortunately, I think it's going to be a lifelong commitment. But you have that mentor and these other resources outside of class, and you will be successful.
I know Bruce mentioned it earlier. We do have our Upskill Academy that he mentioned, where it's just a way for people to, even individuals or businesses, to continue growing and expanding their IT knowledge, because it's just one of those industries where there's constantly something new, there's constantly something else to learn. So you're right. There's so many resources.
IT moves a lot slower than technology comes out. And I think that's been kind of one of the things that I've realized in the 6 months I've been in the field is, yeah, why aren't we doing this, or why don't we have this hardware? And it's, well, we don't do that here, or like,
Yeah.
stuff just takes so long to implement. Like my company, we just upgraded our operating system to we refused to go to Windows 11, and we just upgraded from Windows LTSC 2019 to 2021, and even that was a large undertaking. And it's still not even the latest and greatest technology, but
Right.
you'll learn in the industry that sometimes things aren't so easily implemented as fast as you'd like. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've also heard that some of those Windows updates, yeah, like you said, are definitely not as there's recent ones, but they're also not as good. So some people have said, stay put. Just wait.
I use Windows 11 personally, and I haven't had any issues with it security wise. But
Good to know.
a
Yeah.
lot of people in the industry refuse to let go of Windows 10, and I can see why.
Yeah.
Um,
Totally.
but
Yeah, we've covered a lot of articles on our social media pages too, just about the rise of AI and kind of what that looks like, and how certain companies are all for it, and some companies are like, I don't want to touch it, but it's there. It's something that we got to pay attention to. So
I don't think it's going away.
it's not going away.
And I
Definitely.
think that's a great segue into what else you can kind of get into in the industry, and that's just another great example of something that you're going to have to learn and try to use somehow in the industry. And
Yeah,
everything's got its capabilities and limitations. So
totally. Well, all this IT talk, do you regret at all jumping into IT?
I don't regret it. I think it's been a fantastic career change for me with given my background of experience and everything. And I don't have to worry about being out in the field and in the cold like I was in the army, or
Yeah.
going away for months on end. So this has been quite the career change and change of pace for me, and I think it's been pretty great. Uh, Not to say that it hasn't had its share of frustrations, because in IT some things don't work, even though you've done everything right, and you're going to kind of come into those situations where things just don't work as they should.
You
And
turned it off, you turned it back on again.
it'll drive you insane. But I think once you finally figure out that formula to kind of get over the problems, it's pretty rewarding.
You've got a lot of fans out there, Michael. You are a rock star in the classroom. It's going to lead the way for future IT professionals. Look at that. That's about
Yeah,
the best.
it's thank you so much, Josh. I'm a very humble person. I don't feel like I am. I don't know if it's maybe the imposter syndrome of
Oh,
being
yeah.
in school for so long, and being in the industry for such a long time. But I am an aspiring IT professional, and yes, I'm very humble at where I am, and I'm eager to continue to learn and grow and try to pass some lessons learned along with my peers. And
Yeah,
I think we all lean on each other even outside of the academic environment.
absolutely.
I think it's just absolutely critical to have a really solid network of peers to lean on. So
Totally. Yeah. And well, you've been giving us great advice the whole time. But that is my last question for that person on the fence about whether or not to take the leap into their IT career, even with no experience, or like yourself, like a veteran. What would you say if they're considering it?
just know what you're getting into. Just know that this industry grows every day, and just because you get the baseline of knowledge of what is in the course isn't the end of your journey. Uh, get used to sacrificing time to try to get ahead and learn new things. And I'm not saying that you need to let your certifications expire and just continue to ignore things and be in your industry, but things are going to constantly change, and you're going to have to try to keep up. And I think the only way to do it is just that commitment to lifelong learning. Set some realistic goals and expectations. You're learning something completely new and technical. If it was easy, everybody would do it, and we wouldn't be those geeks that everybody says IT folks are. So
whatever. Everybody's a little geek.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. I question if I was even in the right industry, because I'm not your typical IT geek and nerd. I'm not a gamer like most people are, and I don't know if that's just a cliche for IT and cyber folks to just be geeks.
Totally.
Even as an intelligence guy, I was. I think a lot of people thought I was not even in that right industry as well. But be good at what you do. Embrace it. Don't be hard on yourself.
That's a good one.
Just kind of embrace the process, because a year is a long time, and you'll be better than you were in January before you know it. And I would have to say that it's pretty addicting to be learning a new trade and seeing those results. And I think by being welcome onto this program is kind of a testament to that. Is you don't see yourself growing, and you don't really see those. Am I really getting better, and is this really working? And I think when you finally get those little indicators and stop and take a knee and hunt the good stuff, and kind of take those small victories, I think it'll go far for you in your career.
Absolutely.
But just know what you're getting into, and give it your all.
Yeah, and you've got plenty of people to lean on. You've got amazing instructors and friends that are in the same boat as you are, just trying to reach that end goal. We love it. You got so many people cheering you on.
Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. And I try my best to pay it forward. I'm not as active on LinkedIn as I would like to be. I do follow quite a bit of my peers that are regular posters and regular contributors to things, and I'd like to be a little bit more attentive to that. And, kind of continue to help pay it forward, because we can't go it alone.
And I know I have your LinkedIn link here. Kendra, if you want to share it as well so we can get some more people connected over there. I need to do the same. I'm pretty bad at updating my LinkedIn, to be honest. So there's Michael's LinkedIn if you guys want to give him a follow. And congratulations on graduating tomorrow. How exciting. How are you celebrating? Is there going to be cake? Is there going to be balloons? Is there going to be confetti? I mean, you got to have a party. This is something big.
I'm ashamed to admit that I did not attend the Cyber Warrior program graduation. I was a little busy because I think it was during the day, and I wasn't able to sneak away in time to attend that one. But I will attend this one. I don't know if I'm gonna have a party or anything. I might take a sip of bottled water and
oh, great. All right. Well,
play a couple songs and take the small victory and keep moving forward.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We definitely have here's Bruce saying congrats as well. Definitely got a bunch of people cheering you on, man. So congratulations. And we have the link to graduation. I'll share it here as well. And it is organized by last name, of course. So if you are confused, you don't see your last name, for anybody in here watching, you might just be in the wrong section. But I will be there tomorrow. Kendra and a couple other people, I believe, will be there tomorrow too to help monitor those comments and guide people along if they need any assistance. So we will be there helping you out and cheering you on. But congratulations to everybody. If you're graduating tomorrow, let me know. But again, Michael, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And you gave some great advice. We really appreciate it. Was there anything else that you wanted to share before we hopped off?
No, I was just going to say for those that are graduating tomorrow and or graduating their Cyber Warrior program, just enjoy it. Take that small victory and keep moving forward. I think My Computer Career is they really have a really good academic plan to get students to where they are. I think they've got plenty of professional instructors that care and are willing to put that time in. So invest in yourself. Don't stop, and keep moving forward because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
I've always been a big advocate of pursuing education. I try to be a great role model to not only my kids but to my peers as well. And it's been nice to be able to go to work and talk about class too, and say, hey, I learned this last night. What do you think about what do we do here to kind of to mitigate this issue or whatever? And it's just been a wonderful journey.
Yeah.
If you're happy with what you do, it's not really a career, is it?
Yeah.
And there's something for everybody in this industry.
Absolutely. And I believe this Derek, I hope I'm saying your name right. Congratulations as well. And Rick, I see your question. Should recent CWP program grads just show up to this? We haven't heard. If you're graduating tomorrow, I'm assuming you've been notified, but if you would like to just attend, you can click on that link. I believe it was shared to LinkedIn as well, just to attend and cheer on your peers. So, but if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Most of these or all of these live shows, we haven't had any issues. All the live shows will stay up on the channels that you're watching them on: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. If you have any questions, still leave them there. We still monitor everything. So we'd be happy to still keep in contact. And if anybody's graduating or has graduated and they would like to provide a testimonial similar to like what Michael's doing now, doesn't have to be live, but if you would like to provide a testimonial, I would love to hear it. I know Kendra has my email. She can share that on LinkedIn as well. So if you would like to connect, please let me know. And I would love to chat with you further about giving your testimonial. But Michael, congratulations. Thank you so much. And best of luck to you. Hopefully graduating again in February. That sounds like the plan. If you don't mind.
I'm glad path to graduate in February and hopefully get an associate's out of this. And then
keep going.
Then I'll just reevaluate what's next for me. Maybe I'll take a knee and just focus on work and try to get into something else later. I don't know. But I do know that it was well worth the last 12 months, and I couldn't have asked for a better jump start to a new career. And I really appreciate everybody here at My Computer Career, my career services coach, Aaron, and all the instructors. You guys have been great over the last 10 months, and good luck to everybody, and keep moving forward.
You got this, guys. You got this. Again, let us know if you have any comments. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week. I'm not sure who Aaron has lined up, but we will be here next Friday, 12 o'clock Eastern time. Michael, if you don't mind hanging out for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you guys again for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Congratulations.
Thanks everybody for the nice comments.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You guys have been so sweet. Bye.